One thing I enjoy doing while not feeling well is to watch a bunch of sci-fi TV and movies. And among the puppets, CGI monsters, laser weapons, explosions in space, convenient devices to make everyone speak English, ships that hover with no apparent downward thrust, amazingly human-looking aliens, and smugglers, I noticed an omission that I feel removes their universe even farther from our own. There's no swearing in space. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not being thick about this. I understand that TV and movie scripts need to be able to pass the censors, and that usually involves removing swearing, blood, that kind of thing. However, one of the things I find so great about sci-fi is that even if it's a different galaxy, a different reality, or a different time, there's enough of us in the characters and enough of our society in the fictionalized society that they can make social commentary without it seeming super blatant. Similarities can be found in things as simple as the way characters eat, the fact that police and militaries exist, that they need spacesuits to venture outside of their spaceship, leadership structures, anatomy and physiology of the aliens, and their motivations and fears, etc. A surefire way to make a character noticeable has less to do with its appearance and more to do with how they react to the situations presented them, their character. Do they show a variety of emotions and responses, or are they pushed to one edge, like the emotion-thin logic of Spock or the violent reactions of Dargo? Do they have apparent contradictions, like a preacher who knows his way around weapons, or an outlaw with a heart of gold? Do they change throughout the story, like a smuggler who begins to care for others? All these characteristics endear us to different characters, but the lack of swearing is something that to me has always been pretty obvious, especially because curse words are so ubiquitous throughout human cultures, and so ubiquitous in fact that NASA had to create a system to try and train astronauts not to swear on the moon, which was mostly successful.
I haven't eaten this much citrus fruit in 20 years. I'll tell you one thing, in another 12 days, I ain't never eating any more. I put them up over the, right up in here. They ain't there? Orion, Houston. Yes, sir. Okay, John, you way up a hot mic. How long we had that?
Curse words are more than just words, in that they activate more of your brain than standard non-taboo words, finding home in the emotional limbic system of the brain. While the speaker of the words is expressing a strong emotion, the person who hears the words actually has a physiological response as well. Blood pressure can rise, heart rate can rise, and even your hair can stand up on end. Your body realizes that these words are generally associated with heightened emotion or danger and responds accordingly. When a human from modern times accidentally flies through a wormhole and ends up on a biomechanoid ship greeted by aliens and he doesn't lose it just a little bit, that seems weird because that situation would be mind-bogglingly nuts. Or when you find out that attractive princess that you made out with earlier was your sister, and then she says, somehow I've always known, and there aren't like choice words included in the discussion afterwards. Or from a companion's point of view, anything that's ever happened in the history of Doctor Who. I'm not saying that swearing should be rampant, I'm just saying that the occasional curse word or two might enhance the emotional realism of some tense scenes. Some shows try to get around this by either inventing a swear word or swearing in other languages, but while it may be an emotional response for the characters, it doesn't necessarily translate into the viewers because we don't get that physiologic response from hearing the word in our own language that's actually a curse word. Even without swearing, I'm still going to enjoy my science fiction, but it would be nice to see a little swearing every now and again. For f***'s sake. I'll see you soon.